positions. Zanny, who of course won last time out, takes P2. Good spot on the front row. The green flag waving at the back. We'll have the lights on in just a moment. There they are. They're off and we are racing in Moto3 Junior, and Mohosa gets away so well yet again. It's a long straight though, and he's got Leonardo Zanni just behind him. Who's going to get the right line going into turn one? Here, who's going to take advantage of the slipstream? It is Zanni who gets away best and takes the lead as we go to turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, a good start from Zanni as he took the lead of the race ahead of Mohosa. A couple of the Aspa riders were opting not to go to the right-hand side of the track on that run into turn 1, opting to stick to the left, and they've come out of that P3, 4 and 5. Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see. Expensive stuff. Incredible there to overtake. Making his move there as we enter sector 2, go into right-hander turn 4.
It looks like we've had a crash at turns 1 and 2. It looks like Gutierrez has come down off his machine. We wait for confirmation, just looking at him drop down the timing tower. And Zanni continues to impress out in front. He's 8 tenths clear of Cano in second.
Advantage of the slipstream, we know how important it is. Who's going to be taking what line? I mean, anything could be happening here early on.
The one thing for Zanni is he is now 1.3 seconds clear, so any slipstream that he is giving his rivals is not going to be as effective as the one that, for example, Cano, RAMADHIPA, Pugliese are giving to their rivals. So Zanni, the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 48.5, was half a second quicker than Pugliese. Now, it's huge, and he's able to take a normal racing line. The other riders are having to squabble over track position as Cano looks to defend his P2 around the outside, and he's able to do so from his teammate. But again, the lead now for Zanni up to 1.8. Zanni's lead is just around 2, well, was 2 seconds. Now it's come down to around 1.8 on this run, and it's big battle there for one of the riders getting held up on the apex of turn 1.
I think it would be a black who
3 in the early stages of this race, and Pugliese has inherited P1.
Well, it's just leaves you breathless, doesn't it? Because anything can happen in Moto3 Junior races. Can be so frustrated with that. He was leading, and he was leading comfortably. He wasn't under any pressure, and it does look like he might have hurt his hand a bit there. He can move on Canada. As a Sandro, but now moving to P4 as well. Zanni. Oh, and another big crash there. Then turn 3. Yellow flags around.
That was another big high side for that one was Tinez, I believe. Number 77 is the one dropping down our timing tower, so I think it was him. That was another big high side on the inside of turn 3.
RAMADHIPA going through on the inside and able to make it stick. Mohosa holding on to P4, but the pressure is building for both the Honda Asia Dream Racing Junior Team riders.
Just to note,
RAMADHIPA again on the inside, lunging in.
Travis Moore has made progress as well. He's up into P3 at the moment on the number 23 machine as he fights for a podium. He's just behind Pugliese and Cano.
Yeah, he's right on the back wheel of Cano as well. As we approach turns then
Still leading is RAMADHIPA, who's actually making progress, moving up into P2.
Mohosa piling on the pressure as is RAMADHIPA, just held up there. Mohosa now moves into P2, just behind Pugliese, and that's rallying into Carlos Cano down to
superb start, and especially if you're then making amends from race 1, for example, you can be pushing even harder. Danny's is different because he was 2 seconds out in front. He didn't need to be pushing that hard at that point because everyone else was squabbling. He had the advantage. Obviously, he found he was in his rhythm and was able to keep pushing, and unfortunately, he's had a big crash out.
Yeah, well, there's a lesson in racecraft to be learned there, I think. It's a lesson that many riders struggle to learn. It's a very important one. As Buhosa does make a move there on Kano. He is ahead.
Buhosa running in P3 then against Kano again. As we said earlier, their rivalry continuing in a new class on new bikes. It's the same story with those two, just fighting it out.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like Buhosa's hungry for more as well. He looked up on the inside of RAMADHIPA, saw that there was an opportunity on that particular corner, but going into turn 5, is he going to try and make the move there? It looks like he's just going to lay off a bit there. He might be a bit cautious given what happened earlier as well.
Yeah, understandably so. Like Blanco was just moving forward there as well, getting ahead of moving out into P7 at turn 5.
Yeah, well, you are into P6 as well. So fantastic from the Japanese rider.
A great performance so far, sort of quietly moving up the order, taking advantage of the riders fighting around him to make sure he's in contention.
Yeah, as we approach turn 10, we've seen so many moves made here before. Is anyone going to try and make the move here? Well, on the outside there, just a bit wide. Some things are as they were.
Pugliese is so good on the brakes in turn 10 and so on. It's very difficult to pass him unless you're pretty much ahead of him before the braking zone. He's very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Pugliese has been showing us the course of this weekend why he's what's really in very, very high regard. But Kano,
7 laps to go and a group of 14 is potentially showing for Kano. It's not wrong, there's a huge group fighting for this win. As RAMADHIPA looks on the inside of Pugliese, but no, the Italian able to defend once again, and Buhosa had a look at RAMADHIPA but couldn't make that move stick either.
no, he had a long look, didn't he, there? It looked like he'd almost made it, but RAMADHIPA did so well to just hold him off. Excellent riding from RAMADHIPA there.
Very good riding, very good defensive riding as well, and Buhosa's now under pressure from Travis Moore. Just going to have a look at a slow motion replay of all of the riders braking at turn 1, and Buhosa Pugliese, coming out ahead, but RAMADHIPA and Buhosa side by side through turn 1.
Turn 1 is delivering so much action here today in Montmello. Absolutely fantastic to see as we go into sector 3 here at turn 7 and 8.
Great curb cap just to show how close these riders are through turn 7 and 8, which is a very tricky part of the track. Turn 9 is another challenging part for very different reasons. An uphill, it's a bit of a blind apex. But yeah, heading down into turn 10, the slipstream is crucial, but Pugliese still able to defend from Buhosa. RAMADHIPA having a look on the inside, but unable to get close. And Travis Ball as well remaining in P4 with Kano side by side there with Plank, but it's Plank that comes out on top.
Yeah, Plank made a move there. I think he managed to actually get a bit of a two for one. He overtook 2 riders at the same time. Absolutely fantastic work from Plank. The French rider showing us why he's really battling at the front there, because he's not afraid to get his elbows out and make a move like that where the opportunity presents itself.
No, and that's key in this class. You can be as fast as you want, but you know you're going to have a big group of riders fighting because everyone is fast. So you need to be able to fight as aggressively as you can. Into turn 1 is Buhosa moving into P2. Pugliese staying in the lead with Plank in P1, and we're just seeing there's a yellow flag out in turn 3, which has appeared on our timing screen. So we're just going to see if there's anything that's happened, or maybe it's debris on track.
Frenchman, he's lost lead, but he's still in P2. Pugliese fighting back straight away, but Pugliese giving as good as he gets.
Pugliese was wide on the entry into 7, which allowed Plank to take the lead through turn 8, which is a very, very unusual place to make a move, but that has bunched everyone up as well.
Well, it's an unusual place to make a move, but he's made it work so well there. Absolutely incredible stuff. As we go through turn 10, Plank is leading now into sector 4.
Yeah, Plank with the lead ahead of Pugliese. Buhosa previous lap. It will be just 5 laps to go.
Yeah, I think it's almost time for us to start looking at exactly who's crossed the line first as well, given how close the previous race was.
Yeah, I mean, as they crossed the line here, it was 0.081 between Plank and Pugliese. So Plank was able to hold that lead from turn 14 to the start finish straight. RAMADHIPA on the inside, turn 1 looks to make a move, but Bahosa's able to go back through turn 1, but can't get through on turn 2. So RAMADHIPA moves into P3.
Yeah, Plank lost out massively on the slipstream there on the start-finish straight.
Also, just to note that Travis Borg was a big mover in that fight as well. He's moved up into second, although that could be about to become third, as Bahosa on the inside at turn 4 makes the move stick on the rider from Moto.
Pugliese leading into turn 5. RAMADHIPA looking to move on the inside, looking to try and take third. Is he going to be able to get a good line out of it? No, he's not. Travis Borg holding on there.
Yeah, Travis Borg was able to hold on to that P3 for now, but RAMADHIPA's going to have a good run on him through, into turn 9 and into turn 10, you would think. But the number 23 might be able to hold on under braking, because RAMADHIPA is also under pressure from Plank.
Now, they're running towards turn 10. We've seen so much action here. This is where we saw Plank make that move earlier. This time he's not in the right position to do so.
As we said, Borg was able to had enough to defend from RAMADHIPA into turn 10. But RAMADHIPA at turn 11 has a look on the inside. That would have been brave, but he's not able to make it stick, and it's cost him a couple of bike lengths to Borg, but he'll be able to make those up on the runs through turn 13 and 14.
And again, it's been so interesting to see how everyone exits from turn 14. Who's going to take advantage of the slipstream? Just 4 laps left now.
Again, Pugliese was able to lead over the line coming out of that final corner. So I think the run to the line, unless they're really, really close, should be with the rider who leads coming out of turn 14. As we see car push in on the inside of Travis Borg looking for P3, unable to make the move stick under braking in turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, into sector 2 now. It's still Pugliese who leads from Bahosa.
Pugliese ahead of him, RAMADHIPA in P4, heading on to the final lap of this race.
Yeah, the final lap, and as you mentioned before, an absolute crescendo. Plank moving into P1 at such a vital time. He's not going to be able to take advantage of any slipstream here. He's going to need to try and pull away as much as he can as we power down this 1 kilometre straight in Barcelona. And it does look like Pugliese has managed to get ahead as we approach turn 1. Who's going to be able to battle in this battle for first? How many riders do you need? It's Pugliese who gets ahead going into turn 1, into turn 2, and it's Travis Borg who takes P2, Bahosa just behind in P3.
Borg was able to stay on the outside through turns 1 and give him a good position through 2 to keep P2 ahead of Bahosa, but Bahosa is close to the number 23. Is he going to make the move into turn 4? No, so Borg holds it for now.
And Plank has dropped down to P8, so he started this lap just about in P1, and he's finishing it in P8. It looks like for the time being there's still plenty more action to come.
Bahosa on the inside of Borg at turn 5, that moves him into P2. He's got a couple of attempts to make up on Pugliese, but he'll have the run
into Cano as well. There goes Travis Borg. Down as we approach turn 10, the hairpin. We've seen so many moves here made before. Plank in previous laps. This time around,
Bahosa's wide. Bahosa is wide. That is a promoted Borg into P2. He'll have a good run through on Pugliese behind the nose and behind. But we need to see the leaders to see how they are getting on through the final couple of corners.
They're going through turn 13 now. We have 2 riders down. They both seem to be okay. We're about to be hitting turn 14. It's Pugliese who's leading. He's got Travis Borg just behind. Bahosa's not out of this yet though, nor is Carlos Cano. How is he going to finish? This is neck and neck. Who's claiming the win? Well, 2 riders out, both Travis Borg and Giulio Pugliese claim the win there. It's another photo finish. The Aspar team seems to think it's Pugliese who's won. And to say on our timing sheets, it looks like that is the case as well, with a gap of just 0.091
have gone anyway, but it does look like Pugliese has taken victory. As you say, less than a tenth between him and Paul. But Verhoeven not far